Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. Today I'm very excited to check out Codemaster from Think Fun, the programming logic game. This is for ages 8 to adult. It's for one player, and it'll take you probably a pretty long time to complete this game. And Codemaster is actually more like a little bit of a puzzle. It is a solo puzzle, and Think Fun has quite a few games in this sort of line, where you're going to be trying to get from point A to point B. In actuality, it is a programming game, where you're going to be programming your little, not Minecraft dude, to get from one spot to the other, collecting gems, dealing with monsters, aka if-then statements, if you know anything about programming, and trying to complete his mission. And the game will start off easy, and then it will scale up and bump up until it gets really frustrating. But is the game itself worth checking out? I don't know. Let's open it up. I'll tell you. Alright then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of a Codemaster from Think Fun. Before we get started, I do want to mention, I do want to shout out to this box insert. It is an absolutely outstanding box insert. I love when companies do great box inserts. So, let's get down to the gameplay itself, and first we'll start with the handy-dandy rule booklet. It's 22 pages, double-sided, full color, full of pictures, illustrations, examples, all the stuff you need to start playing. And in fact, the last 9 pages are just the cheat sheet, so to speak, because this is more of a puzzly game than a game per se. And then this is a message for parents and educators and how you can use this. So in actuality, the rules are about 11 pages, and they're very well done, and they'll have you up and running in no time at all. And it's a very simple game. I can teach you it right now, in fact. So in Codemaster, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking your little red, not Minecraft dude, which clearly is a Minecraft dude, and trying to get from point A to point B. Point A and point B are going to be dictated by your map book right here. This is going to have 10 different maps on them. As you can see, they all look a little bit different. Some are going to have different symbols on them, one-ways. Some are going to have little roundabouts. Some are going to have a lot of one-ways. So like this. Some will have monsters that you will encounter that will essentially work as programming, because this is a giant programming game, as if-then statements, if you're familiar with programming. But we're going to get ahead of ourselves. Let's get back to the components. So next you're going to have a scroll booklet, and the map book will tell you exactly which scroll booklet to use. And as you can see, it's pretty simple. A lot of the times you won't actually use this. You'll probably just set it in front of you on the table. But sometimes you will kind of need to use it, because you are going to be having if-then conditions, which are going to come in the form of monsters, which will be spread around the board. Let's see if we can get you a monster. So right here is a purple monster. So there should be, yep, there's a purple monster right there, and an orange monster right there, which means if we go to the scroll 8, it's going to have some various different conditions on it that you will have to meet. And this will all make sense in a minute. So yeah. So, next you're going to have action tokens, which are going to have 4 green, 4 blue, and 4 red, and I'll show you exactly how those work in a second. You're going to have crystals, which you're going to be collecting, and it's kind of cool because you can put them on your little not Minecraft guy's thing, so he can hold on to them like that, even though that's more aesthetically than anything. And then you're going to have some more if-then condition tokens, and that would be if you have 5 gems at the point that you reach this, then, which I'll go into more in a second. So let's just start off with the very first one so you can get a feel for how it works. So the very first one, we look at level 1, and it says that I am going to start on space number 5. So I would start right here. I can ignore the monster because the monster does not take effect until I get further down. And then the portal is going to be right here at number 3. So I would set myself at number 5, and then I would need to get to number 3. Pretty simple, right? I don't even need to collect any gems this time. All I have to do is make sure I use 1, 2 reds, and then 2 greens. How do I get that number? Well, as you can see right there, there's 2 reds and 2 greens. So it also says I'm going to go to scroll 1. So I'd start at scroll 1 right here. And now I need to figure out how I'm going to get from point A to point B using exactly this many actions, because you have to hit the number right on the nose. So I have red, red, green, green. So let's see. Obviously, we can rule out the blue, and I can try and go green, red, red. So I could go green, red, red, but then that would still leave me with a green, so that's not going to work. We could go green, red, but that would end me right there. Let's see. We could go right here. We could go red, green, red, green. So boom, there it is. So we would go red, green, red, green. So red, green, red, green. And I have successfully reached the portal. Hooray! I am on to level number 2. Now, as you progress along, it's going to get more complex, obviously. So We'll do a couple more so you can see exactly how this works. So now I'm looking at collecting a gem. I have to collect a gem here. And this one says that the gem is going to go on the 0 spot. So put the gem on the 0 spot. And then I'm going to, this time, get 2 reds and 2 blues. So I'd put those 2 greens back in the nice little insert that they provided, which I love, if I didn't mention at the beginning, which I think I did. So now I have red, red, blue, blue. I'm going to start on the number 3. So I'll be right here. And the portal is on the number 5. So I need to go over here to get the gem, and then I need to get back to this portal, making sure I use exactly 2 reds and 2 blues. So let's see if we can do this. So we start, this one seems kind of easy. So I can go blue, red, pick up the gem, then blue, red. So yeah, I think that one was a really simple one. So we go blue, red, pick up the gem, ha, 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 blue, red, and we have successfully reached that. Now these are the very, very easy levels. Let's skip ahead. What are we at? We're at the 4-minute mark. Yeah, we can do one more. We'll skip ahead and we'll just go to a random one. We'll go right here and we will try level 37. Now I have not actually beaten everything yet. I think I'm in the low 50s, I want to say, because it does get very, very difficult. So we'll set up level 37. I'm going to be using scroll number 6. So I'd look at scroll number 6. And this one actually, it's scroll number 5. This one is going to have a condition right there. So yeah. So we'll see what that condition is, and that condition is a 1x, which means I would put a 1x right there on the condition. So what this means is essentially I'm going to continue to go and go and go, and if I get to this location and I have exactly 1 gem, I'm going to bloop, start back at the beginning and redo that. But it'll make more sense when I actually do it. So let's just see if we can figure this one out, and hopefully I don't embarrass myself. I might pause the camera and try and figure it out. So level 37, I'm going to need 2 reds, I'm going to need a green, and a blue. So I don't need too many pieces, so that's not too bad. I need a gem on number 3 and on number 8. So we'll set up 3 and 8. I need to get, I start on the 1. And then this starts on the 5. So I need to make my way to that portal, collect both gems, and hopefully I can do that. So we have green, green, blue, or green, red, red, blue. So let's see. We could start. We could go green, red, red, blue. So let's just try that. We'll go green, red, red, blue, and we now have 1. So we look over here and we say, okay, so we've done green, red, red, blue. Let's put that in order so we don't forget. And right now, we do have exactly 1 gem, which means bloop, 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 we go all the way to the beginning, which would be green, red, red, blue. Now, obviously, you're supposed to put these on here, but well, that's neither here nor there. So, so let's see. Green, red, red, blue. And, well, we forgot to collect this. So we can do that. So I could go green, red, red, blue. So let's try that. So green, red, red, blue. And I still only have 1 gem, so we're good. We're good right there. And then I could go green, red, red, blue. Boom. So yeah, well, that's it. We just figured it out. So we'd go green, red, pick up the gem, red, and then blue. And we would have successfully beaten level 37. But as you can see, it's definitely more difficult than it was for level 2. And as you progress, it's going to get even more difficult. So let's look at just that level 57. So you're going to have to collect 6 gems. You're going to have a monster to deal with. You're going to have a 4x to deal with if-then conditions. But that, in a nutshell, is how Codemaster is played. Oh, great, great. Codemaster, the programming logic game from Think Fun. What are my thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, the game is a solo game. And now, you could play with 2 players and just kind of bounce ideas off of each other, but I really do think it is the kind of thing where it's either best solo, or if you're playing with a child, maybe helping them out from time to time. Also, I use the word game sparingly. It feels definitely more like an advanced maze or puzzle, like a maze puzzle combined together. A muzzle. No, that's already a word. A paze. That's probably not a word. It's a paze. Let's get back on topic. So yes, that is a con. That it definitely doesn't feel so much as a game sometimes, but more like a thinky puzzle / maze. Also, the theme is pretty much pasted on. This was really just to attract people's attention at your local Target or wherever it is being sold. But that being said, they do commit to it. The big chunky thing is massively oversized for what you really need it to be, and they have the monsters in there, and the maps and everything looks nice, but the theme is still pasted on, so if a kid comes into it expecting Minecraft, it's not going to really feel like Minecraft. But I still think the game will keep them sticking around. But that's more on the pros. Any other cons that I have with this game. It is the kind of game where once you complete it, you're probably going to put it down for quite some time. Like, it's not like a typical game where you play it and then you beat it, or you finish it. You don't beat it, you finish it, and you're like, oh yeah, we can play it again next week or next month or something. This one you're probably going to put down for months, maybe a couple months on end, but then you'll come back to it and you'll reignite that passion, that excitement, that because you're not going to remember how everything works, or you can just let somebody else borrow it and they can have a lot of fun with it too. Because a lot of fun, yes, Codemasters is a lot of fun. And before we get started, I do want to mention, think fun, man. When you think of big game companies, when you think of game companies that consistently put out good games, you don't think of Think Fun, and I really think we should, because everything I've reviewed for the most part is a blast, and I love this game because I can play it by myself and have a blast. I can play it with younger children and have fun watching them have a blast. My wife likes this game. It's a really fun, interesting puzzle/maze, and I don't feel like there's enough companies doing this sort of thing. So what do I like about the game? First and foremost, components, top-notch. Everything is top-notch about this game. You know, I like the fact there's 10 maps. I like how it scales really, really well. You start off easy, they hold your hand. There's scaffolding, for those of you who know teaching terms. And I like the scaffolding there. I like it an awful lot. I also like the fact that it really does, nuts and bolts, is a programming game. You are trying to get from point A to point B. There's if/then statements, and you're trying to figure out the best way to do that. Because there is only one way to do that, and I like that. I like the fact that the answers are in the back. They could have been real jerks to not put the answers in the back, and that would have just frustrated the heck out of me. Now, I am proud to say that I've not looked at any of the answers. I've done it all by myself, but this has been hours and hours and hours spent on this. And that's another thing that I really like about this game. You can pick it up, and you can remember exactly where you are. You can say, all right, I was on the second level, so I'm on level 21. You can do 2 or 3 of them. You can put it away. You can come back. You can do that. It's very easy to pick up and put down. It's also very easy to learn, very easy to teach, which is also a good thing. It has a lot of replay value, just not in the immediate. Like, you're not going to finish it and then immediately say, yeah, let's do that again. But you pick it up a couple months from now, and that is something that I've noticed about a lot of these Think Fun titles like this. You can come back to it and you still have fun with it. Overall, Codemaster, the programming logic game, I was very, very surprised with this game because I like it an awful lot. It is very fun. It is very challenging. Let me stress that to you. Don't look at this box. Don't look at Think Fun. Don't look at ages 8+ and think this is not something that's going to challenge an adult. This is challenging. I mean, I've said I've put hours and hours into this, and I still have not beat it. I look forward to coming back to it and trying to get to that elusive 60. And the real reason why it's so difficult is because of those if/then statements. Because you might go to the same spot like 3 times in that, and if you screwed up in step 1, then you're frustrated in step 3, but you have no idea that you screwed up in step 1, and I like that an awful lot. So yes, Codemaster, the programming logic game from Think Fun. If you were looking for a fun solo activity maze puzzle, definitely check this one out. If you're looking for something like that for your kids, definitely check this one out. Highly recommended if you're in the market for this sort of thing. That is Codemaster, the Think Fun programming logic game. Think Fun's the company. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and in the comments below. Let me know, have you ever done a corn maze, and did you like it? Me personally, I love that sort of thing. I think it's a lot of fun. But I know my wife is not the biggest fan of it because she thinks it's really gross. Like, she doesn't like being out in the middle of the field with corn. But let me know at the bottom, in the spot down here to the east. I think it's the west, the south. The south. Let me know in the south what you think about corn mazes. As always, thanks for your time, YouTube. That was a review for Codemaster from Think Fun. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner. How many times have I told you, get off my lawn? I'm sorry, sir. Get out of here.